How to catch a poem. Stick your hands in the memory lake. Feel around until you touch something gliding past. Feel for it again. Wait until you have some kind of a grip, then start pulling. Some pieces pull straight out, close to arriving fully formed. Others need a huge amount of straightening once on dry land. Either way, if it is touched with music, mystery, magic, it's the real thing and a place to begin. Not all memories want to be captured or brought to the surface and will fight to stay hidden. They are not down there waiting, hoping to be discovered. And all you can do is hold on until the beast stops struggling, and then pull with all your might. Sometimes you just have to tie off your line and come back later. But when you do come back, both you and the creature will have been altered. It's a new day, a new battle, but still one that is winnable to the degree of effort invested. If there isn't an occasional sense of horror of what you find, either you're not reaching deep enough or you don't know where to look. Gather words, phrases, anything that catches your eye or ear, and put them in a word pile. As with so much of the creative process, it's an act of faith, trusting that the words have been chosen for some purpose beyond your current understanding. Once it reaches a certain size, stir the pile and read it over and over until a pattern begins to emerge. With this essentially being a compost pile, the phrases begin to break down over time, reform, remake themselves. Some disappear completely as they combine with others. Their purpose, unknown at the time of their reception, having been to act as catalysts, but their flavors remain. The words that are meant to come together will eventually find themselves, and fresh creatures emerge. Some will be deformed, unable to stand, but the best will be strange and strong. Do not strive to catch an invisible fish on a see-through hook with a non-existent line. How would you know if you did catch it? What value could it be to another? You must have proof of having at least wrestled with the beast, or else it is all a striving after nothingness. There is a personal and an impersonal aspect to life and all of existence. We are driven by infinite longing within a finite existence, a dynamic force that travels through space and time. Press your fingers against your heart, and a bulge appears in the rings of Saturn. This somethingness and nothingness, driven by an unbearable longing and the unavoidable connectedness of existence, is present everywhere. From the explosion of a distant star down to the one-celled mortal trying to divide itself one last time. Strive to catch the elusive fish with a hook and line, so strong that the reader can see the unseeable, touch the untouchable. For nothingness is always wrapped in the actual, and for art to succeed, it must be two. Every living creature, every living inclination, every ounce of matter contains the impersonally vast force that lies behind our shared existence, but is also furred and muscled with the visible. Some are hypnotized by the mere somethingness of life and fail to include the mystery. Both approaches are off balance. The striving for nothingness with nothingness, the embracing of the obvious with the obvious. For the spark to land on your creations, for someone to be able to say it's alive and have it be true, your art must be a vessel, able to contain at its core the eternal void of life, while presenting a knowable face. Without the Spirit made flesh, where would we be? So it's up to you to make the Spirit catcher, keeping in mind that the Spirit itself does not care if it is captured or not. And you can't do that if your workshop contains, on the one hand, nothing but longing and emptiness, or, at the other extreme, only cheeseburgers and tattoos.